Welcome back, everybody. So guys, in this class we're just going a little more about the canvas of the HTML5. So guys, what I'm just going to teach you, I'm just going to teach about another curvy thing, but this time it's actually called the Bezier curve. Actually, it has multiple points. As you know that it has only one point and one control point. If I just go there, you can see that there are two elements. One is control point X, one is control point Y, but actually both are controlling one control point, and this one is the X control of that control point and this one is the Y. Now I'm just going to teach you about a lot more control points, actually the object which has a lot of control points. So what I just need to do, I just need to make another one, and we just started to make that, just pressing enter, and then this one must be the canvas 5, not the canvas 4 anymore. Okay, the canvas 5, and we're just gonna create another one. So pressing enter, and then here I'm just making the new one, creating the Bezier curve. By the way, it's actually IER, not EIR. Save it now, go down, and I'm just gonna call that C5 document.get element by ID, and go there, and I'm just gonna get the canvas 5, and now save that. Now press enter, and now what more I'm going to do, C5X. Okay, I'm just making the that canvas 5 into C5. I just made that canvas into C5, and now I'm just making the C5 into 2D. That means that canvas which is actually we created in HTML5 becoming the 2D element. So you know the rule, get context, spelling must be clear, 2D. Okay, that's awesome. Now C5X dot begin path. You know about this already. Begin path. Press enter, and now I'm just gonna apply some more thing. The C5X dot. What more I'm gonna do? The move to is to start the line. Because any kind of curve we are creating, but we are just starting the line of that curve. So we need the move to in this situation too. And then the C5X dot Bezier, the Bezier, C must be capital, curve TO, Bezier curve 2. And now this time what I just need to do, I just need to put the values here. I'm just putting the same two values, the 0 and the 0 for the starting. Then we will just change this value exactly, that we just changed that from there to and here. So now how much values we can put here? Basically, we have two control points in a Bezier curve, as we have one control point with X and Y. Here we have two control point, means 4X and Y's, 2X and 2 Y's. Okay, and ending point, that we need the 2X and Y for the ending point. So by the way, I'm just starting here. Just before that, I'm just making the C5, sorry, control point 1X. Okay, equal to, this time I'm just making 0, then we'll just make updates, control point 1 Y equal to 0 again. Then C5, when we done the control point, then we have to done the second control point, control point 2X equal to 0 again. C5 control point 2 Y equal to 0 again. That's cool. C5 ending point. Now the time is to make the ending points, so I'm just making the ending points 0. C5 ending points 2 ending point 1. Sorry, ending point is always 1. X and Y. 1 must be the starting point, which is actually the move to. We have applied the move to already, and second one will be the ending point, which I'm just using in a Bezier curve formula. So equal to, and it's again the 0. Okay, that's cool. Now I'm just gonna start by the simple order sorting. I'm just going there. I'm just putting the C control point 1X. The second one must be the C control point Y, control point 1 and Y. Okay, now C5 control point 2X comma C5 control point 2Y. Okay, now we've set the control points. Now this is the time to add the ending points. C5 is really important. C5 ending point X and the C5 ending point. Don't forget the ordering, the sorting. Okay, this order is the perfect one, and we just cannot change the order because this is actually not created by us. This is created by JavaScript, the experts of the JavaScript. By the way, I think you just understood the C5 control point 1x, C5 control point 1y, C5 control point 2x, C5 control point 2y, C5 ending point x, C5 ending point y. Now the time is to go to the browser and just first of all save that file, go to the browser and refresh that. I got the box but didn't get anything inside the box. Just why? Because we just didn't put any element inside it. We need to create something to see something. Okay, so I'm just gonna create the element for now. Here in the line 2, I'm just going to the move to and just applying the 50 for now and just refreshing, and nothing happened. I'm just applying the 50 from the top 2 and refreshing. Now I didn't get anything yet. The move to function is fine. The Bezier curve to function is fine too. I'm applying 50, 50, 50, 50 and 50 and 50 and save, and now refresh that. I didn't get yet. That means something's more wrong is going up. The canvas 5, okay, the canvas 5 is perfect, and the control points, if I just match them, they're in a perfect place. Actually everything is fine. So C5 begin path, C5, I just applied the C5 as get context to 2D. And what I'm just doing wrong, actually, the very simple thing I should focus on. If you notice here, I just made the C5x, okay? So I'm just making the get context 2D. So which, here is a canvas 5, the C5 is a canvas 5, but we're not making the C5 as canvas, the canvas 5 means C5 as the 2D. So C5 dot, this is really necessary, you know, as it did before the C4, the C3. So now the C5 has got the 2D context, and C5, the C5 which has the 2D context is now the C5x. So if I just go to the browser and refresh that, I'm still not getting anything. Now I just need to go back and need to do something different. Another thing is, where is the stroke? Which is very necessary. I just forgot the stroke. So now C5x and dot stroke to make the line. Now go to the browser and refresh. Still it's not visible, and I got the reason for now. When everything is clear, we got this stroke, we got the perfect Bezier curve to function. We are using that perfect. The method is perfect using. We're having the 6 points, the 6 values we need, and we're just perfectly getting all these things perfect. But basically, you know, this is the x and this is a y. We are just starting the element and the object from the 50 and ending to the 50. This is not a fair thing. If I just added the 150, then refresh that, I got the element. That means the very simple thing. Again, I'm just clearing what was the issue. Here you can see that the point, if I just make it 0 and just make that 0, then you will see the curvy line. You can see that it's curvy for now. Okay, now what was happening? It is 50. It means we are starting from 50, and it was also 50. Then that means we are ending that element to 50 in x. It means horizontally. So that's why it's not visible. Actually, it wasn't there. Now come to the point. I'm just making what I'm just doing. I'm just making it from the x, it should be 0 for now. Refresh that. Okay, it's 0. From there, I'm just applying 250 and refresh. Now line is actually became a little bit lengthier. I'm just applying a little more. I'm just making lines width as 350. Now check this out. Why not I just make it complete 400 just to checking. Refresh that, I got 400. Okay, now the second step is I'm just adding 50 here and refresh that. Now 50 from there, 50 from there. You know that the actual width of this element, the canvas is 450 pixels width. So now it's ending to the 400. The ending point is 400. So now 50 from there, and it's starting from 50. So now the mean is it has 50 pixels from the left and 50 pixels from the right. Actually, it's perfect now. And then what more I'm just gonna do here, what we just need to do to check out that how we can work using these elements. First of all, I'm just adding this space to all of them, all the y elements. Okay, all the y elements. For now, I'm just making 150 the complete element. Oh, oopsie, 150, and this y 150. That means I'm just actually making the 150 space to the top. Okay, so 150 there, and exactly to the starting point of the line 150. Save, and now you will see the whole line will be drawn a little. You can see that it's looking cool. Now I'm just making the starting point of the line as 350. So refresh that. The starting point is now 350, and the ending point, this is the ending point y, I'm just making this to 350. Now refresh that. The both are now on 350, but we need to adjust the the x for now, the control points of x. There are two control points, don't forget that. Okay, this is a control point 1, this is a control point 2. I need to adjust the control point 2 first, so I'm just making 350 to that. Now you can see that it became 350. I'm just adding a little more. I'm just adding 40, so it will be straight. Now you can see that it got some straight shape for now. And if you just want to change this one, so refresh that, you can see that now as I said to you that there are two control points. So now I just put some values to the first control point in a x way, in the horizontal way, so it got the space from there, and it just picked up the element and dropped it to the little right side. Okay, and if I just make it 300 and now save, now you can see that it just became a little bit shrinky. Just why? Because I just put the value to the, I just increase the value to the control point 1, so it goes to the right, and decrease the value from the control point 2, so it goes to the left. So now it became the shrinky. Now if you just want to make it a little top, so I'm just going to the control point 1 and just making it 50. Refresh that. Now to make the balance, I'm just doing that one as 52 and refresh that. You can see that it's actually became the mountain, or whatever you can say. But in this way we can use the multiple control points. I think it's not typical, but it's a little tricky. You have to be focused on what I'm just teaching, and you have to consider this as important, because by using these techniques you can actually make something in the the canvas. So guys, in the next class we will learn some more things, some more techniques to the canvas. Stay tuned and goodbye.